Why did Izzy stop kicking?
My leg?
You remember that scene in Jeepers Creepers 2 where a dude was in the back of the truck and he's like, Izzy! Izzy!
Izzy! Do something!
That was me watching Izzy fight Joe Pyfer. I was like, Izzy! Kick his leg! Keep kicking his leg, you idiot! But Izzy stopped kicking his leg, he decided to brawl, and he paid for it. What's going on, folks? It's Rusty. Let's get up in there. Izzy is on a 4-time consecutive losing streak. And this really sucks as an Izzy Adesanya fan. Izzy lost to Sean Strickland, then Dricus du Plessis, then Nasruddin Imavov, and now Joe Pyfer. And I have a very cartoonish and strange theory as to why Izzy is on this losing streak. Check this out. When Izzy knocked out Alex Pereira, he accidentally transferred his championship power into Alex Pereira's body through that knockout punch. Alex used his Poeton magic to absorb that power from the punch, but his body couldn't handle it, so it knocked him out. Y'all remember that scene in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire? He's in his bedroom after he got bit by the spider and he's about to pass out, but his DNA was evolving from the spider bite. I feel like that's what happened with Alex Pereira, okay? His DNA was evolving from that Izzy knockout, right? He woke up the very next day superhuman. He woke up with extra championship power, which is why he became the light heavyweight champion when he moved up a weight class. And now he's about to become the heavyweight champion. He's going to be a triple champ because he has Izzy's power. So now Alex has the power of Poeton and the Nigerian ancestral power that came from Izzy. Alex woke up and he was just like, Shama? 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 Shama! Shama! No, I'm just kidding. Look, in all seriousness, I think Izzy is on this losing streak because he's still dealing with the wake of being burned out from his championship run. Izzy had 5 championship title fights within the span of a year and a half. That level of training, fighting, and preparation mentally and physically is exhausting. And him losing to Sean Strickland was bound to happen on that type of fighting run. And then after that, he just kept losing because I guess he just wasn't ready to come back fully. Not to take anything away from the fighters that did defeat him fair and square, but you guys get what I'm saying. You know, the whole time I was telling myself, man, Izzy just made a mistake. He wasn't fighting smart at the moment. If he had another chance to fight Joe Pyfer, he would fight smart. He would keep kicking the legs. Izzy could have won that fight, but the more and more I thought about it, I had to make peace with knowing that Izzy just doesn't have the championship mindset anymore. Izzy can get back to that championship mindset, but it'll take something drastic for him to get there. And, you know, Izzy is getting older. He's not in his prime anymore, so we have to take that into account. I want to give Izzy Adesanya his flowers right now. Izzy deserves his flowers. The middleweight division is never going to be the same without him. He was arguably one of the most active champions in the middleweight division with the amount of fights that he's had as champion. And so we should be giving him credit for that. Not all of his fights were that entertaining, but he did have a lot of entertaining fights. He was more active than the current middleweight champions that we have now. He was definitely more active than Khamzat Chimaev, a little more active than Sean Strickland. The cool thing about being Izzy Adesanya is that he's the only fighter who can say he knocked out Alex Pereira. No other fighter can say that, at least not right now. You know, I don't know what's going to happen when Alex is in the heavyweight division, but as of now, I feel like that's all you need to have a legendary record in MMA. To say you knocked out one of the greatest fighters of all time is an achievement in and of itself. Without Izzy Adesanya, we would never have Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira literally joined the UFC to spite Izzy Adesanya. Just to be like, Shama, aka, I beat that guy before. I could beat him again, to a bigger audience. Alex Pereira is in the UFC literally because of Izzy Adesanya. One of the greatest rivalries we've ever seen in the sport. Look, I want Izzy to retire with one win. It can be a cool, spectacular knockout, or it can be just a great unanimous decision. You know what I mean? But I want Izzy to retire with the win. He deserves it. He's given so much to the sport. Will we ever see cool entrances like this again? Will we ever see a black anime-loving fighter like Izzy? Maybe not. Adesanya brought that type of flair to the UFC. I'll always have love for Izzy Adesanya, man. He's one of the best to do it. He's one of the GOATs. And I'm not just saying that because I'm black. Alright, let me chill. I guess middleweight can still be good without Izzy Adesanya, but we'll see. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. It's Rusty'z MMA. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next one.